Chalo, Nani of Radharani is here, so we can get started. How many of you have read Lalit Madhav? You've read it? So please, if I mess up, please, because it's my first time. So, Hare Krishna. No, please tell me if I'm doing anything wrong, okay? So, you know, we say that Srimad Bhagavatam is Amal Pranam. So we all know the story that Vedavyas, how many Mahapuranas did he, how many Mahapuranas are there? Premaridi. Before including Srimad Bhagavatam, he wrote many Puranas. How many are there in total? There are total 18. 18? Yeah. So before he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, there were 17. So he's feeling so sad, and Narad Muni comes, and what does Narad Muni tell? Anand Pradani will tell. What does Narad Muni tell Vedavyas? Why are you feeling so sad?
Because you haven't written the pastimes
Of?
Krishna and Vrindavan.
But actually, he has written the pastimes of Krishna and Vrindavan. What if I were to tell you that in Brahma Vaivarta Puran, all the pastimes are present. In fact, Brahma Vaivarta Puran starts with, there is Golok Vrindavan, which is 3,000 crore yojanas. We calculated that in miles. One yojan is 8 miles.
80 billion miles.
No, that was 80 billion miles is Vaikuntha, and
240 billion miles.
240 billion miles is the size of Golok, and Krishna is all alone there. And Radharani comes from his left side, and how he creates everything, including Narayan, and from Radharani, Lakshmis are coming. All of this is written. And then all his Leelas are written starting from Janma Leela, from here he is born. Everything is there. Then why did Narad Muni say, no, you have not written anything about Krishna, when it's all written there? Everything is there. In fact, Radharani is Maheshwari, Kriyeshwari, Swadeshwari, Sureshwari, Bharatishwari, everything comes from her. It's all given there.
That was already written before Narad Muni said that to Vyasa?
Yes, in Brahma Vaivarta Puran. That's why, think about it. As I read it, I was reading it, I'm like, what are you talking about? In fact, let me play the devil's advocate. Lord Srimad Bhagavatam, it doesn't even have name of Radharani. We are the worshippers of Lakshmi Narayan. Lakshmi Narayan took avatar of, sorry, Indian accent. Lakshmi Narayan took avatar of Radha Krishna. So, this is what they say in India. And I was growing up, this is what was told to me. Well, we were from that Sampradaya. But this is what was told to us. No, they are married. Lakshmi Narayana married and they are taking avatar. Not the other way around. All of it, including the entire Brahma Vaivarta Puran is, Radharani is not just the goddess. In Brahmanda Puran, another Purana. Hey, listen, have you seen, what does Krishna use to kill Asuras? Does he have a weapon? It's a round and round weapon with edges. Chakra! And what is the name of Krishna's chakra? Yay! Very good. Good job. Radharani manifests a form where she manifests 1,000 arms. She has 4 chakras. Krishna may have 1 chakra, 1 Sudarshan chakra. She has 4 chakras. Narayana chakra, Bhishma chakra, Sudarshan chakra, Kam Agni chakra. You know what Kam Agni is?
She has that look.
Kama means desire. The one that vanquishes the desire of lust and, Kam, Sambhog. So she has all, and she can manifest, and she's going around killing demons in other Puranas. She's all, Durga ji is coming from her. All the Mahalakshmis are coming from her. In fact, in one of the Puranas, Narayana is telling the glories of Radharani to Narada Muni and praying to her. Whoa! Then why is Narada Muni going and telling Vedavyasa, you haven't written about pastimes of Krishna? Where is Tungi Didi? We need her to answer this. Yes. What do you think is happening? Didi.
Well, I'm sorry I wasn't listening.
So I'm saying, Narad Muni told Vedavyasa that you haven't written pastimes of Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna, that's why you're unsatisfied. But actually, out of the 17 Mahapuranas in Brahmanda Puran and also in Brahma Vaivarta Puran, all the Leelas of Krishna are there, starting from birth and everything. But here's a twist, because there's always a twist. There's complete Aishwarya Gyan. Radharani is completely aware that she is Maheshwari, Kriyeshwari, Deshwari, Sureshwari, Brahmamodakananeshwari. I don't need no man. She can kill her own demons. She doesn't need Krishna to protect her from, oh, demon has come. Yeah. She has complete Aishwarya mood there. She is aware that she is Bhagavati, she is Bhagavan. So, yeah, and in this Puranas, she is referred to as his wife, as his first lady. So, I have to tell you this story. This is a very funny story. I came to Gurudev, this was 28 years ago. And then of course, in our house, we worship either Shankarji and Parvati or Lakshmi Narayan. My mother was a devotee of Shankar Parvati and my father Lakshmi Narayan. All our lives, very strong. There were two temples, in our house. People have one temple, we had two temples. Strong worship going on both sides. So I started worshipping Radha Krishna, and then I was doing my master's degree, and my mom said, I will do your seva so you can study. Then she would offer the food with tulsi to Krishna but not to Radharani. What happened? Oh, can you hear now?
Yeah.
So my mother would offer the food to Krishna but not to Radharani, because all her life she said they're not married, she's his girlfriend. I'm not offering to his girlfriend. But it was like she, in India, so she thought if they were Lakshmi Narayan, easy for me to offer. So I don't know, I used to go to the college every morning, I'm coming in the evening, she would make roti and everything. She would just put it in front of Krishna and say, Krishna, you eat it. He came in her dream, my deities, you've seen them, Radha Vinori Lal. They came in her dream and said, at that time, Clinton was president, right? This is that. He said, if Hillary Clinton comes and you say, I'm not going to entertain her. And so Krishna knew who Hillary Clinton is. Oh my God, he knows who Bill Clinton is. How did that happen? Anyway, then she is the first lady. Whether she is wife or girlfriend, she is the first lady. Radharani is my first lady. If you don't honor her, I don't want her. After that, she didn't tell me this. She was making halwa and kheer and all these amazing things and offering to Radharani. And I'm scratching my head. What happened to my mom? Why suddenly she's gone and she's like, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'm like, she refused to do Hare Krishna. She said, I will only do Lakshmi Narayan or Shankar Parvati. What just happened to her? Then finally one day, when she was in a good mood, she said, your deities came in, your deity came in my dream and told me this. First lady. So in Brahma Vaivarta Puran, Brahmanda Puran, Radharani is the first lady.
Yes.
She got, how many chakras does Radharani have? You tell me. 4. Narayana Chakra, Bhishma Chakra, Kamagni Chakra and Sudarshan Chakra. Krishna's chakra is also her chakra. Yeah. But the twist, they are swakiya. The mood is, we are kind of like married. And also, if you remember, the Baki, kya naam hai Baki ka? Putana. Where did Putana go? Lalita Didi, what part of Golok did Putana go? In the inner part or outer part? So first of all,
They started Mother Yashoda. She became one of the mothers of
but Mother Yashoda is also in the outer part and also in the inner part.
Right.
So Golok has outer part and inner part. In outer part, everybody is present also in the outer part, and everybody is present also in the inner part. The outer part, Yashoda Maya is there, Nanda Baba there, Brajvasis are there, Gopis are there, Radha Krishna there, but Radha Krishna have, there is everyone is aware they're kind of Bhagavan, and there is Swakya relationship, like husband and wife. Which is that our mood?
No.
Yeah. So it is the It is the Parikiya mood that Ved Vyas had not written about. Which is why, I mean, think about it. Where is Radharani externally in Bhagavatam? He has written so much about Radharani in Brahmanda Puran and Brahma Vivarta Puran. So many glories there. She is Bhagavati. She can do it. She can kill demons. She has this 1,000-hour manifestation. There's another story. You know who? Bhargav Rishi. Parshuram. Right? What is the name of... You know who Parshuram is? Sweetie? Who is he? No, he's not Krishna. So sometimes, do you know what a superhero is? Like Spider-Man or Superman or something. So what happens, sometimes Krishna gives, like for example, let's see. Let's say this is a super object and I give you that super object. So he gave a super object, his Shakti, to Parshuram. So Parshuram is Shakti-avesh avatar, right? So once Parshuram goes to Kailash and he says, he's holding his Parshu. Parshu was a weapon given to him by Didi, Hari Bol. Parshuram was born and called Ram. His name was Ram. How did he become Parshuram? No. He was a disciple of Shankara. Shankarji gave him a weapon called Parshu, which is an axe.
Battle axe.
Battle axe? What is the difference?
Battle axe made for fighting, not chopping wood.
For cutting heads. Yeah, that was the Parshu. And it was Shankarji's Parshu. If it is touching you,
Axe is easier to use, and a normal axe is just used to get.
this is for cutting the heads. So with that Parshu, we cut the heads of all the Kshatriyas on earth how many times?
21.
Everybody, he knew the answer 21 times. Good job. 21 times he cut. Now Parshuram is kind of a little proud. He goes to Kailash and Shankarji is in his meditation of Radha Krishna. And outside Kartikeya and Ganesha are there. And actually Ganesha is there because he's calm and he's very intelligent. Kartikeya is the deity of Mars. So he gets upset very, very quickly. So Ganeshji says, oh my God, I have to intervene before Kartikeya and Parshuram talks. So he says, Parshuram, you cannot meet Shiva because he is doing meditation, but if you wait. And Parshuram said, I don't wait for anybody. And he throws the Parshu. What is Parshu? It's the It is the battle axe that cuts the heads at Ganesh. And Ganeshji is powerful, right? So he has two big tusks and he lets the Parshu cut one of his tusks. And he's called Ekadanta. Ek means one, Dant means teeth. One, no, not teeth, tooth. Like you know the dragon movie, Toothless Dragon, I don't know what that is. So when he cuts it, if someone hurts your baby, will you take up like this very ugra anger roop?
Yes.
And if you happen to be Mother Durga, who is like the jailer of this world, and your baby has been harmed by anybody, do you think she got angry? OMG, she got angry. She got angry. She said to Shankarji, how dare you? And Shankarji is what? Ashutosha. He's so calm. He said, Parshuramji, please come. No, nothing. Do you think this upset her more? He hurt my baby and you're giving him pranams and offering him and giving him, how dare you? Then she said, I'm leaving you. I am taking my children, I'm leaving you, I'm going to make another planet and live there. I don't want to live with you. Does it ever happen that husband and wife fight?
Never.
Never happens. We have never done it, right? Alright, when all the loving doving is gone, it is very disturbing to me. Then I'll start. Okay. Can I start? Yeah. Alright. So, I like interaction. No.
Loving and doving.
Yeah. So, now Bhagavati Durga is upset He cut the tooth of my baby Ganesha. Ganesha was also calm. How dare you? How you are not saying anything to him? Exactly like when this Rishi kicked, was it Bhrigu Muni?
Yes.
Bhrigu Muni kicked Bhagavan Vishnu in the chest where Lakshmi resides, and he didn't say anything. In fact, he touched his feet. Lakshmi got upset. Similarly, now she's about to leave home. Come, grabs Ganeshji, grabs Kartikeya. Let's go from here. I don't want to live with you. How dare you? I don't want to live with you. And poor, you know how Shakti, he's so sweet and he's bola. What is bola in English? Like simple-minded. Like he's, and you know what? He started, oh Krishna, help, she's leaving with the children. Oh Radharani, help, she's leaving with the children. Immediately Radha Krishna appeared. And Radharani took Bhagavati Durga and she calmed her down. And they made reconciliation between Parshuram and Durga. So all of this is written in Brahmanda Purana, right? Again, coming back to the question, if that's the question, why is Narad Muni saying you haven't written anything about Radha Krishna, but he has written so much? But he has written everything about Radha Krishna and the Leela from the outer Golok part. The inner part, the mood, the Parikiya mood, the gopis where they are married to else, is not written there, right? So that is one. So I will ask Prabhuji, because he's the best person to answer. Why do you think that's the Narad Muni said, you have not written anything about Radha Krishna?
Because entire purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam is not to glorify Krishna. It is to glorify Srimati Radhika. Janmad yasya yaton vayashtate svavidya swarat. And there is no glorifying Srimati Radhika without describing the pastimes of Goloka Vrindavan. Inner part of Goloka.
Inner part. So, the glories of Parikiya Bhav, again. Also, Radharani should not know I am Bhagavan, I am Bhagavati, I can kill demons, I have access to everything. Because if she knows this, how will that mood come? So coming back to, so this is why our Gaudiya mood is Parikiya Bhav. Having said that, I am going to tell the stories from the outer part. So, this is from another kalpa. This is from another kalpa. Varaha Kalpa. Meaning this is from one kalpa is which, how much time of Brahma, Didi? One kalpa is how much time of Brahma? Kishore?
Sorry.
One kalpa is how much time of Brahma? Yes. Very good. One kalpa, and each kalpa is a different name. So one kalpa is 4 Mahayugas. What are the yugas, sweetie? What are the yugas? Kala Yuga. Which one? Mukura Didi, what are the 4 yugas? Prema Didi, what are the 4 yugas? Treta, Satya, Dwapara. And when 1, 2, 3, 4 are combined together, they make a kalpa. Right?
One day.
Which is one day of Brahma. Right? That's one day of Brahma. So this is a story from another kalpa.
That is Mahayuga.
That is Mahayuga, and 72.
1,000 Mahayugas
Yes.
is one day of Brahma.
Yes, how 2000 or 70?
1,000 Mahayugas
Yes.
is one day of Brahma.
One, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
So 4,
That's too many.
that's lot. And that is one kalpa, which is one day of Brahma. And how many kalpas make and Krishna comes in? How many? Once in that kalpa, once in one day. So every day, it's like Brahma wakes up, he does his morning routine. He makes all the planets, like, let me just like make all planets. And then all the leelas happen, then he goes to sleep, everybody dies. And then he wakes up, then everybody wakes again. It's his routine. So in this, from Brahmanda Puran, there is a story that there was once, Radharani was playing, and she's 5-year-old. So 5-year-old Radha, so is this baby 5-year-old? 5-year-old? 7. So 5, 7, like this age. So you know how babies are playing, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, so all the girls are playing. and a crocodile. And what is the name of Radharani's mother? Kirtida. What is the name of her nani? Grandmother. Mukara. So what happened? Baby is playing there, and Kirtida goes to Yamuna to take a bath, and a big giant crocodile comes with big mouth. You know, Indian crocodiles are kind of different. This crocodile is like Asura. It's a giant. And it grabs the sari of Kirtida and starts grabbing her. And then all the girls says, "Oh my God, Kirtida, what are we gonna do?" And Radharani sees Kirtida and she is being pulled by the crocodile. And she runs there. She takes another form and she sits on the crocodile, takes its jaws, puts them together. How do you say in English? Pries them open and kills it. And a beautiful damsel Apsara comes out. She is Apsara called Rambha. And she gives Tavstuti again. Makheshwari, Kriyeshwari, Swadeshwari, Sureshwari, Triveda Bharatishwari, Pramana Shasaneshwari, Rameshwari, Kshameshwari, Pramodakananeshwari, Vrajeshwari, Vrajadhipe, Shri Radhike Namostute. Oh Srimati Radhika, my name is Rambha. I am an Apsara from Indralok, but I was given a curse. There is one Rishi who loves to give curse. You know his name? Durvasa. Durvasa Muni, please forgive me. Durvasa Muni gave her a curse and she became a crocodile. And then Radharani has now freed her. So then as soon as she did that, she had taken another form. She comes back, becomes a little baby girl, like there's a beautiful baby girl there, beautiful children. So become children again. Let's play. As she forgot. Another time in Brahmanda Puran, so there is a rishi called Angiras or Angira Rishi. Have you heard? Angira Rishi and Brahmaji are having a conversation, and Brahmaji is extolling all these glories of Radharani to Angira Rishi. So Angira Rishi says, I'm not satisfied. I want to hear more. Right? But he's not telling private leelas of Radha Krishna. He's telling these Aishwarya mood leelas. So now I'm going to talk about the curse of the demons Roshan and Marshan, or which Ishan calls Martian, Martin from Mars. Roshan and Marshan. So there was a demon, his name was Kalanemi. Do you know in Krishna Leela what Kalanemi became? Kamsa. Kalanemi became Kamsa. Now my question to you, it is said when anyone is killed by hands of Bhagavan, they get mukti or they go to this special place called Mahakalapur. How is this Kalanemi, who was killed by Sudarshan Chakra of Narayan, has become Kamsa? How?
For service.
For service. That's a great answer. Mukra Didi, how do you think has happened? Is there a purpose that Kansa has to fulfill? Something has to be fulfilled? Some Leela? Is there some Devi who organizes, who's the executive producer, director, showrunner for the Krishna Leela? Yogamaya. Vrinda Devi is showrunner only for forest Leelas. For the rest of it's Yogamaya. Nikunja Leela. Yeah. So there is something going on that he should have gone, he should have had mukti, but he has come back as Kamsa. There is a backward story here. So Devasur Sangram happened. You know, Devas and Asuras are always fighting. Yeah? And Devasur Sangram happened. And Kalanemi had many sons, right? And So Devasura Sangram means on one side Indra, all the Adityas, Bhagavan Vishnu, Shankarji, all of them fought from one side, and on the other. I mean, think Marvel movie, but a billion times more amazing. You know, in the last Marvel movie, they had all of these, fighting, like that big Devasur. On the other side was Asuras. So, and they were led by Kalaneni, who had gotten all these boons that he cannot be killed by this and all that. And he had many sons. And all but two of his sons, what they did, they secretly started worshipping Bhagavan Vishnu. And then they decided to take part in that war between the Devatas and the Asuras from the side of Devatas. Kalanemi was upset. And Kalanemi's father was upset. And Shukracharya was upset. Why are Asuras fighting from the side of Devatas? You will be killed by... So, in somewhere it says Shukracharya cursed them, and other times it said that their grandfather cursed them, Kalanemi's father cursed them. You are fighting against Kalanemi, your own father, from the side of Devatas who are our enemies. You should become, you will be killed by your own father in the next life. So these 6 sons of Kalanemi became the brothers of Krishna, who were killed by Kansa. First son, second son, third son, fourth son, fifth son, sixth son, kill. Baby kill. But listen, they didn't really die. So you have the, it was like nothing like that. When Kalanemi's sons were cursed by the grandfather, they, instead of dying, they went to not Patala, but the one before Patala. So you have Earth, Bhumi, you have Sata, Talatala, Sutala, Mahatala, and Patala. They were in Sutala, where the king is Bali Maharaj. Still is. Bali Maharaj rules Sutala. And who is the predominating deity of that planet, lower planet? Vamandev. Thank you. So here, these brothers were waiting. They are Vaishnavas, even though they were sons of Kalanemi. And then when it was time for Kamsa to kill, they all started becoming sons of Devaki. The first son of Devaki, the second son of Devaki, third son. Ha 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 ha! You've had your baby. Oh, I will kill it. He kills. But they don't really die. They go back to Sutala. And when Sri Krishna meets Devaki and Vasudev, and she says, I want my sons back, he just goes back to Sutala and just brings them over. So all of this, executive producer, showrunner, director, Yogamaya is arranging all of this. Yeah? They were another 2 sons of Kalanemi, that they were called Roshan and Marshan. So Roshan and Marshan said, oh, our father has been defeated. We are going to take revenge from Indra now. So they went around making a lot of trouble. They declared war on Swargalok. What is Swarga, sweetie? Heaven. Yeah, but it's not the heaven that other people say. This is a different, it's where Indra and all the Devatas kind of live, and there's a lot of dancing, and there's a lot of fun. Everybody's having, and they're having their hands. It's very fun.
And they have to come back.
And then they have to come back. Yeah, and they're always scared that some Asura will attack them. Yeah, so it's quite, and they're so beautiful, they never get old, and they never get tired, and it's all fun. So Roshan and Marshan attacked the heaven, the Swargaloka. Alright, can you listen? I'm so sorry, baby, what's your name? Arjun. He is Indra, go attack him. Ishan, go pretend to attack him. Roshan is attacking Indra. Alright. Sweetie, you want to attack Isha? You can attack him. Attack Indra. Go on. Come on. Oh. All right.
You're training them for the play?
Play. Come on, Ishan. And now Indra starts praying to Radharani. Radharani, save us! Radharani, save us! And here Radharani takes a form. Virangana Swarupa. Virangana means, there is, if you do yoga, there is a Virasana where you sit, there's the warrior pose.
Yeah.
Veerbhadrasana. So she exhibited this Veerbhadra kind of form, 1,000 of arms with weapons. In here, she had, this is where she had many weapons, including the 4 chakras. I'm just going to read this because I want to. Yes. Iti Dishasurane Sarva Narayana Manohara Chaya Madhya Parajanke Nirjagam Sarveshama Bhishma Chakra, Narayana Chakra, Sudarshan Chakra, Kamagni Chakra. She called for her weapons. Her 1,000 arms, 1,000 weapons came in her 1,000 arms. And Roshan and Marshall now got a little scared. Get scared. And she took Sudarshan Chakra. Now when Krishna holds Sudarshan Chakra, what hand does he hold Sudarshan Chakra in? Left.
Of course, Radharani.
Because left side of Krishna is Radharani. Always left. Even when Krishna lifted Govardhan, what hand did he lift it from?
Left.
Yes, left. Left so because Radharani is doing it, so anyway, she picked it up and she sent her Sudarshan Chakra, and Sudarshan Chakra killed Roshan and Marshan. And Roshan and Marshan are now dead. And then Roshan and Marshan came out. They were parikaras of Golok.
Wow.
They had 4 arms and they were parikaras of Golok. And then this is why there's a Leela behind it. I'm going there, Brahmanda Puran. They had been cursed by Radhika that you should become demon. They came from Golok, did all their drama, killing, and then got killed by her and then went back. The drama is, Krishna was in Golok, supposed to meet Radharani, and this is outer Golok, where there is Swakiya kind of mood, right? But he was meeting a Sakhi called Ganga Sakhi. And he told 2 of the associates, you should be a gatekeeper. Anyone who becomes Krishna's gatekeeper, they either get cursed. I don't know what's happening with the gatekeepers. Like the Jai Vijay, exactly.
Right.
Shiva, no?
Krishna always is meeting another Sakhi who's not Radharani and telling these people, just let me know if Radharani comes. So Radharani says, have you seen Krishna? Outside a cave. And they said, no, he's not here. Obviously, they're going to follow Krishna's advice. And she said, I can smell him. And she yells that. Krishna is inside and hears and disappears. He's gone. Poor gatekeepers have to take the shop of Radharani. And the Ganga Sakhi that he is meeting in the cave becomes a river. Ganga River.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So she becomes river, Krishna disappears, the poor gatekeepers she says you should become demons. So, and they said we will, but you'll have to kill us. So she is the one, that's why Narayana was not called. Demon, Shankarji can also be called, but these are parikaras of Golok. So especially Radharani had to manifest herself to kill Roshan and Marshan. Alright. Iti Roshan Marshan Vadha Nama Dwadash Adhyay Brahmanda Puran. This is from Brahmanda Puran.
So was that mercy? She's giving them mercy because she killed them.
No, this was part of the Leela. They were crying and then she immediately after giving them, because Radharani is very compassionate. As soon as she gave them shop, she's like, and then she's like, all right, I will deliver you. So she was there is another story of gatekeepers. Another story, and this one is not in Brahmanda Puran, this is in Brahma Vaivarta Puran, that Krishna was supposed to meet Radharani, and in this, Radharani is his wife. is his wife.
Ah.
And he goes to meet another Sakhi called Virja. And one Manvantar passed. It's been a long time. He completely forgets time. And then Radharani's maidservants come and tell he's there with another. And she gets kind of mad. So married women wear 16 types of shringar. She takes this and throws it away. Earrings and throws it away. And then her necklace, she throws it away. She's wearing all these bangles. Throws it away. She has this long, beautiful braid. She opens her hair. Duh. And then she's wearing beautiful multicolored clothes. She says, bring me white sari. Like white sari is for Krishna is nothing to me now. And then she wears a white sari. You know who wears white sari in our culture? Vidva. Widows have to wear white in India. So here, people get married in white, which cracks me up. But, yeah, it's so weird. But anyway, so she says, I'm going to wear white. And then she has this chariot, which is 1,000 yojan big. It's like a walking palace. And when that chariot starts, think of 1,000 Hummers. You know the Hummer?
Yeah.
1,000 Hummers. And there is a, Sri Ram is the gatekeeper there. And Krishna told Sri Ram, if Radharani comes, let me know. And the sound of her chariot, Krishna hears, he says, oh, Radharani is here, he disappears. And Virja becomes so embarrassed. Virja is there with all her maidservants. And Virja becomes the river. She goes around Golok. And she also goes to Vaikuntha, goes around Vaikuntha. And all the tributaries and rivers come out of Virja Sakhi.
How do you say it?
Virja?
Virja.
Virja.
Viraja. We've always called it Viraja. Like
Yes.
Viraja, that's how they
But the Sanskrit doesn't have syllable stress. Like in English, you have to have a syllable stress. Sanskrit is just Viraja. Not Viraja, not Viraja, Viraja. Anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah. So she became river. Now poor Sri Ram is left there. Of course, if you become gatekeeper of Krishna, so you should have served Radharani in the first place. That's what's going to happen. And she's mad. And he's like, She says, where is that Krishna? And he's like, he's not here. You are doing demonic deeds by lying to me. You should become a demon. What does Sri Ram become? You know? Yes! Very good. Shankachuda. He's so good. Good job. And do you know, Shankachuda has to be, he marries who? Tulasi. Vrinda becomes Tulasi and he marries Tulasi, and because of Tulasi's power, he becomes so powerful that no one can kill him, that Krishna has to come and he has to take the shape of Shankachuda and go and, how do you say, bhanga karna, pativrata bhanga kar diya.
Oh.
He violated her chastity.
He goes and violates the chastity of Tulasi so that Shankachuda, who's Sri Ram, can be defeated and killed. And Tulasi gets so mad at Krishna, and she's a devotee of Krishna, that she gives him a curse that you should become Shalagram Shila.
Yes.
And he says, I will, but you will become a plant and I will only, no, she says, I will become a plant because I cannot be in this body. And I will only accept leaves from you. So there's another story there. But anyway, poor Sri Ram. Now when Radharani gives curse, shop here is not in shopping, but shop, We joke sometimes, there's a lot of shopping going on, meaning curse, counter curse, counter curse, counter curse. So now Sri Ram is also mad. I didn't do anything, I was just standing there. Krishna told me to stand here and you're coming and giving me shop. He gets mad and he also gives shop to Radharani. He says, you will be separated from Krishna for 100 years.
Oh no.
And you will marry someone else. Whoa. And as soon as he says it, he completely regrets and starts crying. Radharani starts crying. They're both crying and saying sorry to each other. but cannot be taken back. Right?
Who first Radharani for this?
Sridhar.
Sridhar.
What was his fault? Because Krishna will say, become my gatekeeper, warn me if Radharani is coming. This is going on in Golok. This is going on in Golok. I tell you, just be maid servant of Radharani, because that's her job, to find out and spy what he's doing and report it back like. Yes. Ta-da! Exactly. Ta-da! So.
Please forgive me, I have to go.
Okay. Alright, we did the Kaladini sons. Roshan and Marshan is done. There was once a demon, his name was Dhundumar. You know how they name demons? If the demon is a bed, Shakata, he becomes Shakatasura. So you add Asura at the end. So if the demon is in cup, what would the demon be called? Kapasura. If the demon is in your phone, it would be called Phonasura. So this, yes. If it's in the form of a donkey, donkey sura, or Dhenuka sura. Dhenuka means donkey. So in this case, Dhundhumar means cloud and fog. This was, those Nimmucolumbus, cumulonimbus clouds. Cumulonimbus. Cumulonimbus. Okay, scientific names and I don't get along. So those big clouds that are, very, very filled with. So this Asura was basically a giant cloud and fog and mist with big eyes. So Radharani was playing with her little girls, again 5-year-old. Let's play. Touch. I will do this. Yeah, let's color and everything. And this giant cloud came and they all got scared. No time to call Krishna. He's already there. So she said, "Oh, stop it or I will kill you. You don't know who I am?" So he still kept on coming. Then Radharani entered the cloud and started expanding herself, till he exploded with, I guess there was blood rain, and rain of urine and blood from him. He completely exploded. And he is Dhundhumar. So Cloudasura, Fogasura, Mistasura, Cumulonimbusura, Cumulonimbus, Nimmucolumbusura. So these are the then, but none of the Sakhis understood what happened. So she has killed, and they were so scared, and all of this happened, but they immediately forgot by the because of Yogamaya. Exactly. Now it's almost over 30 minutes. I'm going to talk about the marriage of Srimati Radhika. I had prepared for 90 minutes, so my time is less because
You're good because the offering was going on late.
oh, okay.
So
But I'll try to finish.
So
Okay.
Prabhuji will not open the curtains for another half an hour at least.
So for me, growing up in India, especially in the Lakshmi Narayan, it was a whole thing, In India, here it doesn't matter. You've been introduced to Radha Krishna and that's it. But if you're coming for all your life, you've heard that Radha Krishna are avatar of Lakshmi Narayan. It's kind of hard. To. So I tried to talk about how could Radharani marry someone else. Number one, Sri Ram gave her shap that you will be separated from Krishna for 100 years and you will marry someone else. That's one. There are other reasons that she had to marry someone else. Now, Krishna, Kamsa was sending demons upon demons upon demons upon demons and powerful demons to kill Krishna and Gokul, and he's killing them all, starting from Putana. How old was Krishna when he killed Putana? Arjun?
Drinking.
6 days old. 6 days old.
Oh, yeah, 6 days.
And how old was he when he killed Shaktasura? 3 months old. So little baby drinking milk from mommy and going around killing demons. And then he's sending more, he's killing everybody. So everybody was under Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maya, Rohini, Brajavasis. Anyone who is close to Krishna was kind of under threat from Kamsa, right? And because it was under threat from Kamsa, one who is most dearest to Krishna. If Radharani had been married to Krishna, she was the first one Kamsa would have gone after. So Purnamasi and Gargi arranged that we cannot let this happen, because actually Yashoda Maya wanted Krishna to marry Radharani. In fact, when she saw Radharani for the first time, Gurudev uses the word laad aa gayi, meaning, when you see a beautiful piece of cake or your mouth waters. So Yashoda Maya's mouth started watering when she saw how beautiful baby Radha was. And she told Kirtida, when she grows up, she's going to be my bahu, she's going to be my daughter-in-law, she will marry Krishna. But Purnamasi and Gargi said, nope, it's not happening, we are not going to let that happen. Because whosoever marries Krishna, so actually they said Krishna cannot marry anyone because they will be threat from Kamsa. So her entire family, so they kind of, some arrangement was made. So that is another reason. So reason number 1, and the third reason and most important reason is Parikiya Bhav, right? So Vrishabhanu Maharaj was, and Kirtidar seeing Radha is becoming so beautiful. In that time, there were no such thing as unmarried girls. In fact, as soon as the girl was in a womb and as soon as baby is born, they used to be, in Hinduism we call it shagun, like
betrothal.
Okay, kind of.
Engagement?
It's not really engagement. There's nothing. We have booked, like a booking, like you book a car or something. It's not 100% it's going to happen. You can break it. Engagement cannot be broken. But this, we have booked your daughter for our son or our daughter for your son, like booking. That booking was done for Krishna and Radha also between Kirtida and Yashoda Maya. But it was broken because of Purnamasi and Gargi. They said no. Krishna and Baldev have to be unmarried because they are killing the demons of Kamsa, and whosoever marries them, the entire village is going to get destroyed. So no. So they convinced. So booking, like we are booking your, like this. You should book.
Promising.
Promising, yeah. Promising is kind of shagun. So now they were looking for a very good husband. And then it was told to them that Yashoda Maya has 4 sisters. She's one of the 4 sisters, and she has 4 brothers. And the youngest brother, in some Puranas he's cousin, and some Puranas he's brother. And her youngest brother is Ghosh. Ayan Ghosh is also called Abhimanyu. And he is said to be like all the qualities of Narayan, and he's very handsome. I mean, he's shadow of Krishna. So he will, and so this is arranged, and so Radharani is gonna marry. And Radharani hears, what? You think she's happy? Oh, no. She's so upset, she's all red, because she's Godi, she's golden. Her skin is red, she's so upset. So at night when everybody is asleep, she leaves the house and kind of sits and she says, I'm going to give my life out right here. I'm not going back. I cannot be with anyone except Shri Krishna. And she's like, Krishna, I would rather give up my life. I am not marrying anyone else. Then Shri Shyam Sundar comes, says, Radhe, don't you remember? Shri Ram gave you shap. Shri Ram said that you have to be away from me for 100 years and you have to marry someone else. And what is the problem? Ayan Ghosh is my shadow. He's my shadow. So he's me only. She's like, excuse me, Krishna? He's not you. If you become Narayan, right? I cannot be with Narayan. So how can this happen? So Krishna said, don't worry. I will arrange. This will happen. So in Vedic Hindu weddings, I'm sorry I'm using the word Hindu because, Vedic Sanatan weddings. If, for example, my eldest child, when my brother got married, my eldest kid was also dressed like a groom. It's a pritha hai, matlab, kai hazaron varsho ki pritha. For thousands of years, it's a tradition. So because Ayan Ghosh is the uncle, technically, he was much older than Radharani and much older than Krishna. He is taller, bigger. So he is uncle of Krishna. So the nephew of sister, the nephew, will also dress up as a groom, and we still do it in India, like my eldest dressed as same outfit, everything what my brother was wearing as a groom, my eldest kid was also wearing, because it's kind of a thing. And then, he goes around, the little kid goes around, look, I am the groom. It's kind of like a fun tradition thing, and gets lots of gifts. So Krishna dressed up as a groom, and then the groom sits, in Vedic wedding, groom sits on, it's called a Vara Yatra. Groom is called, Vara means groom, and Yatra means the Vara travels from his house on a horse with his nephew sitting in front of him. So if you're on a horse and the nephew is sitting. So if Ayan Ghosh or Abhimanyu was the groom, Krishna is sitting in front of him, right? Also dressed as the groom. Why is he dressed as the groom? Because this is the tradition that if you're a nephew, you will also. So Krishna also is actually marrying Radharani. He's dressed as a groom. He's coming with all the relatives on a horse in the Variyatra to marry Radharani, right? And then when he was sitting, he took all the Purushatva from Ayan Ghosh, made him like a eunuch. What is the word? Virya Purushatva khich liya.
Made him without his manliness.
Completely sucked. While he was sitting, he's sitting in the back and Krishna is in the horse. He sucked his manliness, his Purushatva, his ability, his virya.
Castration.
Kind of. But
Like energetically.
yeah, energetic castration was done. So Abhimanyu or Ayan Ghosh was so embarrassed that he would never even go 5 feet in near of Radharani because he thought he has done her disservice by marrying her. So, and he would, whatever she wanted, he would do, like a servant. But anyway, so Krishna has taken complete marriage. And then when the Vedic ceremony happens, so let's say this is the Vedi. Vedi is where the yajna is happening, right? So the bride and groom sit there. Parents of bride sit on one side. Parents of groom sit on one side. The sister of groom sits here. And the son of sister, meaning Yashoda Maiya's son, Krishna, will sit right next to the groom. And how do? They put hand on in front of each other. They're given rice, they're given ghee, they're given all the, what do you call Havan Samagri in Angrezi? Offering ingredients for the fire. And they put it in. So Krishna arranged it, and nobody saw this, that every time Radharani's hand was put on Ayan Ghosh, it wasn't Ayan Ghosh, it was Krishna's hand because he was sitting right there. So Krishna is the one who is actually marrying Radharani. And then you're supposed to say these 7, is it man makes 4 promises and the wife makes 3 promises?
Yes.
There are total 7 promises that are made, right? Man makes 4 and woman makes 3. And you have to repeat that after the priest. So guess what? You tried to speak these promises, nothing is coming out. But Krishna is speaking in his voice. So Krishna is making, yes, do you promise to take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Da, 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 da. In Sanskrit mantras, I'm just doing. And it's Krishna saying, yes, I do. And Ayan Ghosh is like, he's trying to say, but nothing is coming out. Nobody notices anything because of Yoga Maya. right? And Krishna's hand is putting all the offerings in the yajna. Because he has promised Radharani, because she said, if you don't do this, I am not taking part in your Leela. Sharp or no sharp, curse or no curse, I am doing it. Thank you very much. So, this is all happening. And then they have to go around the fire, how many times? Do you know? 7 promises, 7 times. So, Ayan Ghosh is going, but Krishna is standing right next to him, and they take the chadar of girl and the chadar of groom, bride and groom, and they tie it together. And you go around the fire 7 times. So Ayan Ghosh was also wearing yellow clothes, and Krishna is also wearing yellow, and they're all sitting together. Somehow, the chadar of Krishna is being tied to chadar of Radharani instead of Ayan Ghosh. Even though he himself, so when the 7 things are taking place, Radharani is walking behind Ayan Ghosh and also behind Krishna. So they're all taking this together, but nobody is seeing the thing. Only Radha and Krishna are seeing. So Krishna actually ends up marrying Radharani. Krishna told Radharani, I want this to happen because I want to experience Parikiya Bhav. Now question is, how can Krishna do this? Krishna himself doesn't know he's Bhagavan. Because this story is from Brahma Vaivarta and Brahmanda Puran, where they are aware of their Bhagavata. Another story says that actually, because there's so many stories. Another story says that Ayan Ghosh is Chaya. What is Chaya? Do you know what Chaya is? Shadow, exactly. Shadow of Krishna. That means, and also in Brahma Vaivarta Puran, in fact, right in the beginning it says, Radharani did not marry Abhimanyu, her shadow did. The shadow of Radharani married the shadow of Krishna. So she wasn't even there. She is not even present in the wedding ceremony. So all of this is a big rouge play, grand, if you've seen Shakespeare plays, all of this stuff is happening behind and you don't know what is happening. Like magic, it's all happened. So there are many types of Radharani. The Radharani in Parikiya Bhav, who is meeting Krishna, is called Samyogini Radha. And if I've got it wrong, please correct me. Is that correct? Samyogini Radha, right? She is only in that form when Krishna is present with her. When Krishna is not present, she is not even there. And then when Krishna is not present and she is mourning he's not there, she is Viyogini Radha. She's incomplete. So when Krishna is left, she's Viyogini Radha. The Radha who has married the shadow of Krishna is the shadow of Radha, is her shadow. Shadow. So shadow on the other side. There's so many stories, right? So Samyogini Radha, Viyogini Radha, Chaya Radha, Virangana Radha, one who takes up the weapons to take care of her devotees. Radharani says, I always protect the sadhus. I am the protector of sadhus. Go figure, Krishna. Radharani is the protector of sadhus. She says that. She says, I have taken a vow, I'll protect sadhus. So this is, hopefully, if there are doubts, maybe there were some new things out of this story that you got. Any questions about the marriage ceremony? Isha? So this is really so many things happening with the marriage ceremony of Radharani. Okay. Now I'm going to get started with how much time do I have left? Little bit?
A little more than 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
About a minute.
Sri Rupa Goswami was writing this play called Lalit Madhava. And when he was writing this play, it was just one giant play with 20 acts. Then Satyabhama came in his dream and said, please make a separate play for me. So he made it into two plays, Lalit Madhava and Vidagdha Madhava. They both have 10 acts. Vidagdha Madhava takes place when Krishna is present in Braj. And Krishna and gopis are meeting and so many beautiful, gorgeous leelas are going on. And the Lalit Madhava takes place in Dwarka. But in here, Krishna, all the queens of Radharani are actually the gopis. So it was asked, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, because Rupa Goswami has written this did not happen in this kalpa. So again, there are 4 Mahayugas. Krishna comes in one day of Brahma. So this particular thing in Lalit Madhava that he has given did not happen in this day of Brahma. It is another day of Brahma. Maybe it is another universe also. So this is clarified. So how would you say, oh what? The gopis became queens? How did that happen? So this is, so I'm going to give a little bit each, 10 minutes. So there are 10 acts in Lalit Madhava. You read it, Didi, Lalit Madhava? For me, I first time I read it and I'm trying to speak on it. So if I make a mistake, please tell me. So in Act 1, and let me tell you, I could not find in English Lalit Madhava. It was 22 pounds to buy on Amazon UK or $45 to buy an ISKCON copy. So yes, I downloaded the Bengali and Hindi version from Pure Bhakti and I tried to read that. But the font was so small and it wouldn't allow me to make it big. So I've tried my best. So if in case I make a mistake. Act 1, Krishna has gone. He has left and he has gone to Mathura. And then Mathura, what has happened in Mathura? There is someone who keeps on attacking Mathura again and again and again like a pest, Jarasandha. He's such a pesty person. And Krishna's like, okay, fine. He goes and he has established Dwarka. It's just established. Krishna hasn't married all his queens yet. Right? Only he has married Rukmini. So no one has, right? So in Act 1, Krishna has recently, in a few years ago, left Vrindavan. And Radhaji is so consumed by grief, like a mad woman. This is another form of Radha. Unmadini Radha. So Vyogini, grief. Samyogini, when she's in meeting. Unmadini, when she's completely mad. And this is the same mood that Mahaprabhu is tasting in Gambhira. Madini Radha. And she's wandering the forest and she's reliving the memories of Krishna. Oh, look, we did this here, we did this here. Oh, we did this here. And she has all her friends. There's Lalita, Vishaka, the Ashtasakis and Manjaris. They're all talking about Krishna. And in Act 2, Radharani is hearing the flute and she's going mad. And it's her viyog, her separation of Krishna is rising and rising and rising and rising and rising and rising. Finally, she can't take it anymore. She goes to Yamuna and she gives up her life. She jumps into the Yamuna in one of the acts. And then what do you think Lalita, Vishakha, Tunga Vidya, Chitra, all these Ashtasakis did? Radhe! They also jump into the Jamuna. And then what do you think the maidservants and all the other Sakhis did? They also jump into the Yamuna. Everybody is jumped into the Yamuna. But mostly Radharani. They all gave up their lives. But in Braj, Yogamaya arranged that different bodies were made. So everybody thinks they're still present with them. So Yogamaya can, like if you play a video game, they have that, you kill someone in a video game. So Yogamaya makes a new body like a video game. Nobody knows the difference. Right? What is that player? The non-game player?
Non-player character.
Non-player character. So Yogamaya creates a non-player character. Everybody thinks everyone's still there, but they are feeling so much that they have given their lives. Now they jumped, Radharani jumped into where? Yamuna. Who is the father of Yamuna? Hare Krishna. Who's the father of Yamuna? Prabhu.
Surya.
Suryadev. So, as soon as Radha comes into Yamuna, Yamuna Devi carries Radharani into the planet of Surya, Suryalok. Now she's in Suryalok. And there is somebody on earth who's a very powerful king. His name is Satyajit. And he's praying to Suryadev, I don't have a daughter. I don't have a daughter. Please give me a daughter. So Suryadev says, I have come. Here is a money. It's called Syamantak money. This is a beautiful jewel. And it has all the power of Surya, right? And we know what happened with Syamantak money. So Syamantak money he gives and says, I'm also giving you a fully grown daughter. She's like, 13, 14 years old, and Radharani is that daughter. And he says, you can name her whatever you like. So King Satyajit names her Satyabhama. So Radharani becomes Satyabhama. And then there is some big occasion in Dwarka. Big festival. And Purnamasi and Gargi and Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya and everybody has come to Dwarka to visit Krishna. And around this time, King Satyajit with his new daughter Satyabhama, who was gifted to him by Suryadev, has come also. And it is said in another, now this is Brahmanda Puran, in Brahmaveda Puran there is another story that Krishna, they want Krishna to marry Satyabhama, he doesn't really want to, but she is walking from behind and from the sound of her ankle bells, he knows that this is Radharani. That's why just from the ankle bells, he's completely controlled. So, in Act 6, Uddhavji is asking Narad Muni what's happening. Narad Muni takes this Satyabhama and gives her to Rukmini, who is Chandravali. Chandravali had become Rukmini. In the meanwhile, those 16,100 gopis who had committed suicide, they were reborn as princesses and were kidnapped by Narakasura. And Krishna has freed them, and they have also come to Dwarka. So Krishna marries Satyabhama. Lalita ji became the daughter of Jambavati. And Vishakha became Nagnajiti. So Ashtasakis became the rest of the queens. So now all the gopis became 16,108 queens. And Krishna marries all of them. And there is realization of who they are. Then Krishna turns the Dwarka into Vrindavan gardens. And there is a big festival at the end. And everybody dances like a Bollywood movie, yay! Because it is said in Natya Shastra. So, just like we have Puranas, we also have Shastra and scriptures for music and dance and theater. So one of them that I studied was Natya Shastra, meaning the scripture of Natya Shastra has been written by Lord Shiva. That how a natak or a theater or a play should be written. There should always be a happy festival at the end, and everybody should be joyous and dancing and happy. So, of course, Rupa Goswami followed all to the letter in Lalit. So everybody's happy, everybody's dancing, and so Satyabhama marries Krishna. There was one little scene here, because I'm just quickly going through this because of the time constraint, that Satyabhama, who's Radharani, takes the sari and clothes of Rukmani and pretends to be Rukmani and goes and sits in a garden like this. And Krishna comes there thinking, this is my wife, Rukmani. And he goes and sits there, and then Navavrinda, like we have photo albums of weddings and stuff, brings something that was made by Chitra, which was all the paintings of Krishna spending time in Braj. These paintings were done, like photo album. And she gives it to Krishna, and Krishna is looking at the photo album. I'm calling it photo album, but it's painted, And Satyabhama, who is dressed up in Rukmani's clothes, is looking. And then there is one particular art photo in which Krishna is leaving Mathura and a gopi is grabbing his pitambar. And Satyabhama says in Rukmani's voice, "Oh Nath, oh husband, who is this gopi who is pulling your pitambar?" And then Krishna answers her, and then when she talks, Krishna understands who she is. But I do not know the Sanskrit part, but it's called Shleshavakya, where you talk in Sanskrit, you're saying something else, but there's another meaning in it. So then there's this whole Sanskrit, which he knows, your Gurudev knows, we don't know. This Shleshavakya, under, all of these secret talks going on, something that has 2 meanings or 3 meanings. And then there's this whole talk that happens between Satyabhama and, Rukmani and Krishna, husband and wife, but it's actually, so he understands who she is. Yeah, he agrees to marry her. And then they get married, and Krishna marries all the 61. And they all realize that their identities. But they're also present in Braj. They haven't left Braj. So we started with the marriage of Radharani in Braj, where she marries Ayan Ghosh. But she actually doesn't marry Ayan Ghosh, she marries Krishna. And, or we can say her shadow marries Ayan Ghosh. So Viyogini Radha went in, but now if you say, our Shyama Sundar is our Lord, right? Not Vasudev, who is in Dwarka, right? So how can Radharani go and marry Vasudev? Go figure. How can she do that? Ishan, Vasudev is an expansion of Krishna. How can Radharani marry Vasudev? What do you think happened? Rukmini Didi?
So much going on here.
Okay. So Krishna, Radharani is also Shyam Sundar. Krishna was playing the flute, right? In this play, Radharani becomes Satyabhama and marries Vasudeva Krishna, who is the king of Dwarka. How can Radharani marry someone, like four-headed Narayan or Vasudeva? Prema Didi? It's not Radharani, it's her expansion. That's exactly it. So we started with the Radharani who's always, Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. But which Krishna never leaves Vrindavan?
Vasudeva Krishna.
Vasudeva Krishna is the one who leaves Vrindavan.
That's not what I meant.
Yes, I know. Vasudeva Krishna leaves Vrindavan, but Shyam Sundar never leaves. That means some Yogini Radha, one who is always with Krishna, never leaves Vrindavan. So the one who is married to Ayan Ghosh Abhimanyu is her shadow, and the one who was feeling so much pain of separation, Viyog means separation, Viyogini, separation, and Ni is the one who jumped into Yamuna. And then one who was picked out of Yamuna and taken to Suryalok, and then the one who came from Suryalok and was given to Satyajit is Satyabhama. Wow, it's a lot of plot twists there. They're all different expansions of Radharani. So expansion of Radharani, Satyabhama marries. Expansion of Krishna, Vasudeva Krishna. Radha Rani ki Krishna ki jai ho. Before we end, we should bless Purandar Prabhu. It's his birthday, and he is he's turning, what, is it 35?
Yeah.
He's turning 35. So we can take some flowers and maybe offer some blessings on him today before we do Aarti. Yeah? Only when
Have
the
any flowers?
No, why? We'll do it in front of Gurudev. We can go in front of Gurudev and, give some flowers. Alright, thank you so much for listening to me. Hare Krishna. Please, if I made some mistake, I'm sorry.
Very nice.
You know the mantra? The mantra? Aarti first.
After the Aarti, we can. Yeah, we'll do it after Aarti. you're not even a ISKCON Bala. Why are you calling me Mataji? If you were an ISKCON Bala, I wouldn't mind. Just call me Manjulani. नहीं सी ISKCOन वाले लोग उनकी आदत है उनको तो मेरे को कुछ तो पसंद है मैं कभी ISKCOन नहीं जाता मैं बड़े अमर वाले दीदी बोलता हूँ चाहे वो 70 साल की 80 साल की कोई बात नहीं मैं आपको बताती रहूँगी
You go see the art scene.
वैसे भी मैं आपकी दीदी
We have the lyrics, you don't have to know the
I
song.
always get complicated. I'm all out.
Who would like to sing?
Man, if I had to, I could do it.
I did so much study like 30 days
I got you back. I need to play cartels today. I have you, baby. I have you.
I've prepared a lot for it.
Bye.
Jaya Radha Rama Rama
श्रीमान बाकी वेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। ओम विष्णु पारसोत्तर श्रीमान बाकी वेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। ओम विष्णु पारकर महंत की जगताय स्तोत्र श्रीमान बाकी स्वरूप श्री गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। ओम विष्णु पारकर महंत की जगताय स्तोत्र श्रीमान प्रभु की जय। Bhakti began Bharati Maharaj ki jai. Vishnu Vishnu Parasota Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Chalita Vishnu Vishnu Parasota Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Chalita Vishnu Vishnu Parasota Shri Srimad Bhakti Vasakshi Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Chalita Vishnu Vishnu Parasota Shri Srimad Bhakti Dahita Maharaj ki jai. Vishnu Vishnu Parasota Shri Srimad Bhakti Vinod Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Vishnu Vishnu Parasota Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Vishnu Vishnu Parasota Shri Srimad Bhakti Bhagavad Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Vishnu Vishnu Parasota Shri Srimad Bhakti Gaurava Vaidhanas Maharaj ki jai. Bhakti Swarup Sadanti Maharaj